Every so often, fortune and fate meet at a single point, at a single time, to change a turning point in one's life. And so it is here today. So it is right here and right now. You have the chance to take control of your destiny. Don't be a victim of circumstance, for opportunity comes, but it does not linger. And today, folks, we have one hell of an opportunity on offer. A very good afternoon to you all. By way of introduction, my name is Steve Rode, and on behalf of the vendor and Burton Hawthorn, we are proud to present for your bidding today, Unit 2 at 21 Linden Street here in Camberwell. It is a magnificent family home, taking a commanding position atop of Linden Street in the heart of Camberwell's Sunnyside estate. Now please remember, the team at Burton, we are here to help, and if you've come here today with the intention of bidding, we wish you the best of luck. And if you're here today just to observe, we do thank you for your support. Now folks, there are some rules and regulations to go through today. First of all, I would like to draw your attention to the contract of sale. The contract has been on display prior to today's auction for your review, and it clearly states that the vendor sells and the purchaser buys all land and improvements more formally described as being volume 11627 and folio 156. The chattels, what passes with the property, well, this is everything of a fixed and permanent nature, and it includes all electrical light fittings, window furnishings and fixed floor coverings. Now with regard to the terms, we will be calling from a 10% deposit today from the successful bidder with a balance of payment due on the 10th of December 2016. Now you may note that this date falls on a Saturday, so therefore as per General Condition 16.2 in the contract, we will revert to the next business day being Monday the 12th of December. Now folks, I am required by law to remind you that we are selling the property here in accordance with the rules and regulations in Schedule 1 of the Sale of Land Act, and they state the auction will be conducted in accordance with the rules and any additional conditions that were made available for inspection before the start of the auction. The auction rules prohibit an auctioneer from accepting bids or offers for a property after the property has been knocked down to a successful bidder. The vendors have a reserve price, and I, as the auctioneer, will indicate bidders on request. The law prohibits false bids and prohibits major disruptions by bidders and prohibits bidders attempting to prevent others from bidding and provides fines for this conduct. The rules permit vendor bids. The words I will use during the auction to indicate that I am making a bid on behalf of the vendor are vendor bid, and only I, as the auctioneer, can make a vendor bid. Now folks, attached to the contract is the Section 32, better known as the vendor statement. And it clearly evidences the vendor's right to sell the property and contains the all-important certificate of title. It also details that we're standing here in a neighbourhood residential zone. There is an easement at the rear of the property on the northern boundary, and this is consistent with all houses on Linden Street. There are no overlays, there are no covenants. Folks, the paperwork, it's very straightforward. However, I will pause now for any questions before we get the auction underway. Over to you.
Steve, I've had my solicitor review the contract, but I did forget to ask him whether this particular property was in a bushfire-prone area. If it is, what are my responsibilities?
So thank you for your question with regard to whether it's in a bushfire-prone area. In the contract, it's specified that this is not in a bushfire-prone area, so I hope that answers your question and bid with confidence today. Any further questions?
Yeah, hi, Stephen.
Yes, sir.
I've been to a lot of auctions lately, and if I'm holding the highest bid and
Yes.
the property's on the market, can you just knock it down quickly?
So I'll do my very best. If we get to that situation, I'll come to you straight away and we'll see what we can work out. Are there any further questions? Well, the property itself, it might be 1 year young, but it has been years in the making. And the site itself, it was not stumbled upon by chance. It was identified and it was targeted by a renowned local builder and Camberwell resident. And it's easy to see why. Located in one of Melbourne's most affluent suburbs, sitting in the Sunnyside estate with a blue ribbon address. But even more than that, it has an east-west orientation, a northerly rear, an elevation which gives you those magnificent views back to the city skyline. This property, it doesn't just tick every box. It sets the standard by which all other properties will be judged from here on in. And as you walk into the house, you can't help but sense the quality in the finishes and the fittings. Downstairs, you have that wonderful open plan living and dining space with a northerly sun that comes streaming in. You have a chef's kitchen, which has been fitted with some of the best appliances. And it also doubles as being an observation deck as you watch the kids in the backyard playing a game of cricket. Also downstairs, there's a main bedroom with walk-in robe and ensuite. And it's big enough to accommodate those family and friends who want to stay overnight, yet small enough that they don't want to stay for too long. As you move upstairs, it boasts 3 further bedrooms, a main with ensuite, and a balcony which looks back to the city skyline. Folks, these attributes, they're hard enough to find in isolation, let alone in combination. But what you're really buying here is you're buying a lifestyle and you're buying the location. Camberwell Junction, it's on your doorstep where you can impulse shop to your heart's content. From the boutiques on Burke Road, or if you want to be cheap and cheerful, to the Sunday market. And all it's going to cost you is a gold coin donation. Some of Melbourne's best private and public schools, your Zone 2, and there are transport options aplenty. Campbell Station just a moment away, and at the end of Linden Street, you've got the 75 tram, where you can jump on with the little ones. It'll take you straight to the MCG, where you can watch your favourite team play. Folks, the best time to buy a property in Camberwell, it was 10 years ago. And the next best time is today. If I can give you one final piece of advice, if you've come here today with a limit in mind, I urge you to be flexible. From my experience, the person who ends up buying at auction, the successful bidder, they rarely remember the number that they paid. Yet it is the underbidder, the person who just missed out, who knows precisely what they should have paid. Ladies and gentlemen, you'll be very pleased to know that our client here today, they've given me very reasonable instructions. They've told me to sell the property to the highest bidder, provided, of course, that we reach the reserve price. Now, I'm confident that we will, but should we fall short, I'll simply pass the property into the highest bidder and they'll have the sole and exclusive right to treat with the vendor at their reserve price. And let it be known, that will be to the exclusion of all other parties. So folks, if you're here today to buy the property, you need to bid. Folks, the difference between a stumbling block and a stepping stone, it's how high you raise your foot. And when it comes to auctions, it's how high you raise your hand. Now, you'd be pleased to know that when I'm your auctioneer, you don't need to work too hard. You can put your hand up a lot, you can put your hand up a little. Give me a nod, give me a wink, do whatever you have to do. From my height, I can see pretty much everything. Folks, it's a quality home, it's an A1 location, it's here for outright sale, for Unit 2 at 21 Linden Street in Camberwell. I'm in your hands. Who'll shout me out a fair and reasonable opening bid? Over to you. Folks, remember, the opening bid, it rarely buys a property, but the opening bidder often does. We've had plenty of interest. A number of buyers have been through the property. We've met you. You've reviewed the contract. You've had your builders through. I would have thought a nice, gentle start, somewhere around the $900,000 mark, would probably be fair and reasonable for a property of this calibre. There's been a number of sales in excess of that over recent weeks. What should we say? Somewhere around the $900,000 mark. Who'll get me underway? Over to you, folks. As I mentioned, I can place a bid on behalf of the vendor, but it's much more exciting if you get the bidding underway. Is there an opening bid, an opening offer? I don't mind where we start. Well, folks, $895. Welcome to the auction, sir. Thank you for the bid. $895 on my left-hand side. I'll invite a rise of $10,000 or more. $895, fairly bid on my left. Looking for $10,000. $905, can I say? The bid is here at $895. Looking for $10,000 or more. What do you say, folks? At $895,000, it's over to you. Great value at this level. $895,000. I call it 3 times. First call, second call, third and final call at $895,000. Are there any further bids? Otherwise, this gentleman will have the first and exclusive right to treat with the vendor at their reserve price. At $895,000, over to you, folks. First, second, third and final call at $895,000. Well, folks, I'll move us a little bit closer to where our vendor's expectations are. I'll place a vendor bid on behalf of the vendor at $910,000. The bid is with me, sir. I invite you back in for a rise of 10. 920, have it now. Who's going to bid me $10,000 from here? That's the increment. So the bid is $920,000 on the left-hand side. Who'll bid me 10 and make it 20? 10 is Sir, will you come with me for 10? Are you sure? There's no point arguing? I'll take you 5, sir. $915,000 the bid. Welcome to the auction, sir. Competition between two at the moment. The bid is here at $950,000. I'll invite rises of $10,000 from here. $915 is the bid. $920. Welcome in, man. Race between three at the moment. $920,000. Bid is in the middle. Against you on the wings. $920,000 is the bid. $930. $930. Good confident bidding. Can we say $940, man? $930 is the bid over here. $5,000. $5,000. $935. $935. We have it now. Sir? $940. $940 is the bid. Sir, back to you. What do you say? $45 is the bid. Should we say $50? $45 over here. $50, have it now. $9.5. $950,000. Once again, man. $960. $960,000 in the middle. Against you both. $55 is the bid. $5. Yep. It was $950, $955 with you now, sir. $955,000 on the left-hand side. $955,000, ma'am, can I say 60? 65, good confident bidding. 65 in the middle, sir, can we say 75? He's saying no, ma'am, you may have the property. 65 is the bid in the middle, sir, can we say 70? 65, sir, if you bid me 5, she bids straight back, won't cost you a thing. What do you say? The bid is here at $965,000. I'll call it 3 times. First call at $965. Second call at $965,000. Third and final call. Are we all done? Are we all silenced? Are we all finished? At $965,000. Well, at this level, I'll have no choice to pass it into this lady. She'll have the first and exclusive right to deal with the vendor at their reserve price. At $965,000, I'll call it 3 more times to make sure that we're all confident and it's open to everybody here. At $965,000, first call.
Who's holding the bid?
The lady in the middle here at $965,000, sir. 2.5, sir. Should we say 5? 67.5 is the bid. Welcome back in, sir. Ma'am, will you round me up? 72.5,000. 972.5. 72.5. 77.5. 77.5, ma'am. 82.5 is the bid. 82.5 is the bid. Ladies and gentlemen, we are now playing for keeps. We are on the market and we are selling at 82.5. Very good, confident bidding. 1,02,500. 2,500 is the bid. The gentleman on the left, that is how you buy a property. $1,02,500. Ma'am, will you come back? Will you round me up, say 10? She's saying no. Sir, have you given it your best? Can I encourage you for one more bid? Not sure. Sir, you made the property. At $1,02,500, I'll call it 3 times. In the absence of any further bids, we sell the property here today. When the contract hits my hand, the property will be sold at $1,02,500. First call. Sir, are you sure? I can't tip you for another $1,000. Second call at $1,000. Welcome back in. $1,07,500. 10. $1,010,000. $1,010,000. Ma'am, should we say 15? Or be bold and bid me up to 20? What do you say? 1,000. 1,000. So 1,750. 1,010,000. So, sir, will you please confirm your bid? 1,007,500. 1,008,500. 1,008,500. 8.5 is the bid. Sir, would you round me up to 10? What do you say?
I'll give you 5.
13.5 is the bid. Welcome back in, sir. At 13.5, sir, should we say round me up to 20? 13.5 is the bid. Over here, what do you say? 15. 15 is the bid now. Sir, come straight back. Should we say 20?
2.5.
17,500. Sir, straight back. 20, can I say? 5,000 at 22.5. $1,022,500. 2.5. 25. 25 is the bid. 25 is the bid. Ma'am, should we say 30? 25 is the bid on the left-hand side. 30, we have it now. $1,030,000. 32.5. 32.5. Should I say 35? 33.5. Can I say 35, sir? 35, have it now. Straight back, ma'am. Can we say 40? Can we say 40? The bid is here. $37,500. 40, can I say? Look, I'll take your half. 38. 38 on the left-hand side. $1,040,000. Sir, will you round me up? Be bold. Let's build it. $1,050,000. What do you say? Can we say 10? $1,040,000. The bid is here in the middle. Sir, are you all done? Are you sure? Folks, I'll call it 3 times. The bid is here at $1,040,000. First call. Sir, have you given it your best? I can't tip you for one more bid. Second call at $1,040,000. Third and final call, when the contract hits my hand, the property will be sold. The property is going. It is going. It is sold.